Hi guys.
Thought we'd give you a teacher update.
What he said.
I've got liquor. Easy. Stop it. Stop it. You're a mommy and a teacher. Stop it.
I said nothing. I, unlike him, have some self-control.
How do you hold your liquor?
But here, stop.
See? It's a family show. Stop it.
So anyway, Jiminy Christmas, that escalated quickly.
Make it come out my nose.
It makes me kind of funny.
Well,
hello, welcome back. He asked if I would do a teacher update since I was not planning on being a teacher, and then this just kind of fell together. When we moved, I left my school that I had been with for over 15 years, so I had a very well-established routine. I had great rapport with the families and the students, so switching not only to a different school, but to an entirely different state in a different district.
Shout out to the Catholic school in Norman. You know who you are. We love you.
We love that school. We are now living on the edge, and I am currently working in the third largest district in the state of Texas, so it is massive. I've gone from having 400 students in grades pre-K to 8th grade to now having over 1,200 students in kindergarten and 5th. So kindergarten through 5th. And I am no longer teaching just a single class in an hour. I am teaching 2 homerooms in an hour. So that is anywhere between 37 to 46 kids at one time. So the way that I approach my teaching, the way that I approach my lessons is completely different because it is more people, more little bodies with more distractions, and less time in a way. I don't see them every week. I see them every other day, every other week. So one week I will see them twice, and then I won't see them again for another full week. I'll see a different group the next week. And so they have to remember what they've learned. We have to do a lot of review over procedures, and I'm still the new lady, so I can't just smile at them and remind them politely what they need to be doing. We have to review all of it. So my lessons and my classroom just are not quite gelled yet, and that's a little frustrating. If you've ever taught a class or ever had to do any of that, it is a little different. But so far, we have been into a competition for the Houston area. We have another show upcoming next week, and that is tricky because I don't have a completed project for any of them because of our timing and when I was hired. I was hired well after the first quarter, and so I came in after 2 substitutes had been in there. So I wish I could tell you all these fabulous projects that I'm doing, but there's not much difference in that. We have drawn livestock, we've drawn things you would find in the out west, we've drawn things that you would find in nature, and then now we've branched off where my 5th grade group has been working on op art, so any kind of optical illusion art, simple shapes, simple colors, changing the colors using high contrast colors such as your complements or black and white to create the illusion of movement on the page. Then my 4th grade have been studying the Zentangle patterns that I talked about before, where you take a repeated pattern and then apply it to a small area. And I thought this would be great for them because this would be a relaxing technique. And I may have been wrong. I may have been wrong, but some of them are starting to embrace it. It's taken a while, but they're starting to embrace it. So I'm hoping that even if I can just catch a few, we can continue that.
I said be at peace, you stupid precious head.
I know. I was like, you little snowflake. Be at peace. And they're like, what? And so they're more like fireworks instead of snowflakes. They're all over the place.
Why I'm not a school teacher.
And this is why he's not allowed in the classroom. No, he's great. He is great. It just, you really do have to up your patience every day.
Wait, with me or them?
Yes.
Oh, I love you too.
With our third grade, they've been studying portraits and how you can not only show an emotion with your facial features, which they all think emojis, and so we've had to talk about how your eyes really look and what your nose really looks like and how you can do that, but also using the facial features with lines in the background. What kind of line would show an aggressive emotion? What kind of line would show a calming emotion? And then also add in a color in the background that would show that as well. So that's where my third grade is. Hopefully they will be finished, and they're doing those in watercolor pencil. And then my second graders have been reviewing color, so they have warm and cool, and they're doing a night and day scene where warm's on the day side and cool's on the night side. Some of them grasped it, others thought this was a free-for-all, and so we're having to reel that back in. I'm learning what they've learned. Precious head. And then kindergarten has been working with line, and first grade as well. They were doing imaginary creatures and how they could use really simple shapes, because we learned with our rodeo work that we could use really simple shapes to create farm animals. And then now we are using those simple shapes to create an imaginary creature. And so then they have just finished using tempera paint to color those, and they're big. They're 9 by 12. They're 9 by 12 paintings that they've just finished, and then they used a marker to outline the outside edges so that they could add in accents and colors and make it kind of pop. Sort of like he does in his journal with his brush pen that he loves so much.
I love
so
my
they
brush
went
pen.
back through with markers, and they thought that was really neat that you could draw on top of a painting. So that's pretty much where we've left it. They should all be finishing, which means that next week I get to start 1 point perspective with 5th grade, and 4th grade we're going to discuss something kind of like that. I'm still not sure how we're going to start being climbed on, and it's a little painful because of the angle that I'm sitting. And then with 3rd grade, they will study weaving and probably some work by Henry Matisse so that we can learn collage. And then we will also do paper weaving, and then 2nd grade, they are learning to be illustrators. So we have read a book, and they are designing a page that could possibly go in the book. And they have to use their imaginations and then learn some illustrating skills and use really bright fluorescent colors to color them in. And 1st grade and kindergarten are doing some 5 types of line review, so that they are learning how to use the lines to create anything. Because as we know, when a line goes for a walk and returns home, they've created a shape. And so we've been practicing that, right, buddy? Yeah, because he's one of my 1st grade kiddos. So I am fortunate enough, again, to at least have one of my kids in my room. The little girl is next door, so we're not too far away. She's in the school that touches our parking lot. So again, not too far away, but still not all in one building. But I'm very grateful. So that's my teacher update, my teacher ramble.
One more
little
thing.
side of kid.
I got one more thing. Look. We have her studio stuff here. We just have to get her studio stuff set up so that she can have space to art with us.
I know, my table's here, and my paints are here, and half my classroom is here.
I'm tipping it like you can see behind the fan.
I know, we're like,
so
can't you see behind the fan?
See the artwork
See it
over there? If I tip it, you
Yeah.
can see behind the fan.
Right, yeah, you can see
It's going to make somebody sick.
I know, sorry about that. But I'm excited, so tomorrow hopefully we'll be rearranging that space to get some of the extra stuff out, things that can go in my classroom. Because it's a different setup, a lot of it's going to have to stay here, but set up things for the classroom and have my studio set up. So I'm excited that we may actually all have an art area at home where we can all be together and annoy each other. I'm just concerned that I may never see my things once I unpack them.
I'm selling their boxes, by the way. Hey, mystery box
Not
right
true.
here.
Don't listen to him. He's hateful.
Mystery box right
He's
here.
hateful.
$10. Make your bid. The bidding starts at $10. This could be anything. This could be art books.
No,
This
there's
could
no
be-
bidding.
This
There's
could
no
be used
shush.
underwear. There's
Shush.
no telling what this is. It could be a box of junk mail. There's no
It's
telling.
mine. See how
Bidding
it's
starts
labeled?
at $10.
See how it's labeled?
Go
It's
to
mine.
PayPal.
Can't have it. Can't have it. Save your money. Throws me out. And then he'll steal the stuff he wants out of my stuff so that I stole my stuff. I have no stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I need duct tape and a cage with a good lock.
That's every Saturday night here.
Well.
That's kind of how we date.
So enough of that. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, everyone.